Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome to July. Really hoping things are gonna go nicely this month. So it is now July, and I'm hoping by now, since my first part of how to make money online, I'm hoping that some of you guys have come into some new ways or resources or started new side hustles to basically support yourself during this time or help you build your savings account or whatever it is that your goals are. That video reached a lot of new people, which I don't know, I would say I was like 50% expecting, but also 50% not expecting. So first things first, hi, if you're new, thank you so much for subscribing. I hope that you are enjoying the content thus far. 2, I'll try to keep it short because I got a lot of shit for blabbering for like 4 minutes. And what I will say about that is I am so sorry. I definitely know that people are eager to receive new information, especially when it's regarding financials, but also recognize that this is my channel. And there were things at the beginning that I felt were very important for me to share with my audience so that they could understand why I was making this video to begin with. But I could totally see why you're coming in new and you're like, dude, I just wanna know what I gotta do to make some money. So just try to see that perspective for me, but I will definitely keep this intro a lot shorter. Third thing I will say is that I highly recommend, if you have not seen my first video, you go watch that first, because those are the immediate stream revenue ways, things that I can't even talk. I haven't filmed a video in like a week, so excuse me while I try and find the words. I'm also brain fried because my period started and I just kind of feel like sleeping right now. But I just highly recommend starting with that video because I feel like I mentioned the easiest and quickest ways to make money on that video first. These other ones are just some more additional ideas that I think you can use to make some money. Definitely can be incredibly successful with, but it might take a little bit more time to build up and really start seeing like a constant cash flow as opposed to the other systems in the first video. Oh, also, before we go into this, a lot of people had assumptions about what my job was, what the side hustle was, because nobody can stand the idea of not knowing something that like won't be given to them. They have to try and figure it out. So I will just tell you guys, because it didn't end up following through anyway, so I don't feel as inclined to keep it back. I ended up declining the offer, but I was also going to become a online social media manager for a company that I was really excited about working with. I didn't accept it because the time and pay ratio with the other side hustles and things that I'm trying to start up for myself just didn't make sense. But yeah, that's what I was gonna do. So no, it wasn't OnlyFans. It wasn't a stimulus check. My salary was actually too high to qualify for that, even though my salary from last year is not what it is this year. Yeah, so nothing like that, just a virtual assistant / social media manager position for a company based in LA that would have been remote work, and it would have paid $1,000 a month. So there's that. So with that said, let's go ahead and jump into this. All right, first thing I want to mention that can become incredibly profitable, but is definitely something that will take some time to accrue revenue. Starting a blog or a YouTube channel, or both. These can be incredibly successful ways of starting to make either a couple of $100 a month to literally thousands of dollars each month. To give you an idea, I highly recommend going on Pinterest and search, do it for June of 2020, monthly income report for blog 2020. Search that on Pinterest, search it on Google, and there are people that are very transparent about the money that they made for every month that they have had their blog, and they will talk about the ups and downs. And some of these blogs are making like $80,000 a month. And I look at their blogs, I don't even really feel like people read blogs anymore, but there is a huge audience for everything on the internet, and that includes blogs. I prefer to consume my content via video format. Some people just want to read, or they just want to see some pretty pictures with some cute little captions alongside it, or, you know, top 10 monthly lists. There's so much great information about starting a blog on Pinterest. I am on Pinterest constantly whenever I am feeling inspired about either starting an online business, trying to come up with different video title ideas, finding different resources, finding social marketing websites that I didn't already know about. There's like this whole entrepreneur side on Pinterest that I feel a lot of people don't know about. So I would highly recommend just checking that out if you are interested in starting a blog. That is not my specialty, but there are so many courses and so many pins and blogs and everything on Pinterest that will help you understand that further. And no, this video is not sponsored by Pinterest. my last video wasn't sponsored by Poshmark. These are just companies that I love and I'm happy to promote. So yeah, starting a blog or a YouTube channel can be successful for a variety of reasons. There are several income streams that can come from just that one platform. So you've got ad revenue, you've got brand deals, companies that are paying you to promote their product. You've got affiliate marketing, so just getting links from Amazon, Magic Links, reward style. There are so many different websites where you can have your own affiliate marketing link where you can get a percentage of the sale anytime one of your viewers consumes product directly from that link or with that code, which can equate to a lot of money. My Amazon brings me in guaranteed a couple of $100 every month, whether I'm promoting something new or not. Just from previous videos, people are still watching, people are still clicking, and it's fantastic. And then you can also create your own e-course, which a lot of people, at least on the entrepreneur side, do. People who do what I do might release their own presets or their own merchandise, or they might actually release their own, e-course themselves. I have built Fears with Omar, which is a monthly membership for the gym or at-home workouts. It gives you the ability to basically create anything you want because you have a platform of people who are committed to watching you and they trust you. So don't take advantage of that in the sense where you start becoming a sellout, but take advantage of the fact that you have people that trust what you have to say, and there's power in that. And so use that to your ability, create things that are worth it to you, or work with companies that are incredible to you, and you will see things start to grow. When it comes to starting a YouTube channel, also tons of really good content right here on YouTube of how to start a successful YouTube channel in 2020. I recommend watching the videos that have been released this year or in the last 6 months of 2019. The YouTube algorithm is constantly changing. A video that talks about being successful in 2014, 2016, even 2018 is not going to be the same as it is right now. I can tell you that when I started my channel in 2016, fitness vlogs were everything. That is why I now have 456,000 subscribers, and I would say 350,000 of them to 400,000 of them are dead. They're just not watching anymore. And that's okay. That's all right. That's life, baby. We continue to grind. We continue to work hard, build new audiences. So that worked then. That doesn't work now. If there's a fitness vlog now, I guarantee they're not doing it the way that they were doing it in 2016 because that just doesn't work anymore. People lose interest. We are a growing society and we get bored easily and we need changes. So I feel like Emma Chamberlain started the wave of like the new video aesthetic. And it's actually great for you guys in a lot of ways because it's not about having the highest quality camera, having the highest quality microphone, or the best lighting. She started filming on her freaking iPhone, I'm pretty sure. And now all these girls have come up with videos of how they make their thumbnails via free phone apps. That's how I make all my thumbnails now instead of using Photoshop that I paid for. So I can promise you it is very budget friendly starting a YouTube channel these days. It wasn't before. It is now. And everybody just wants to feel like they can relate to you. So if that's like my 2 cents, but I highly recommend checking out some other YouTubers' videos. I'll leave some linked in the description box that have actually really helped me this year because I go through stumps all the time where I'm like, oh my God, my YouTube channel is dying. I don't know what to do anymore. And then everything always ends up being okay because the harder you work, the more you see results. The more you put into something, the more you're gonna get back. So just keep that in mind. It does take time to become monetized on YouTube. The new rule is you have to have 4,000 watch time hours, which takes some time to get to. And you also need to have 1,000 subscribers. So both of those combined before you can actually begin monetizing your channel. And on top of that, once you do become monetized, it is on you to go through all of your previous videos and actually make them monetized. I know that from experience when I started my ASMR channel. So yeah. There's that. 2, I think I started talking about this at the end of the last video, but it was to offer literally anything that you're good at, like genuinely good at on Fiverr. There are so many people that don't even know that this website/app exists, and it blows my mind because Fiverr has come in clutch for me so many times. It's actually how I found my current editor who is based in Saudi Arabia. His name is Hadi. He is incredible, and literally it started as him editing my gaming videos, and now he edits all of my my videos. Like, he's my full-time video editor and I could not imagine my life without him. So it's a great way to find work and to also acquire people for work and build actually genuinely meaningful relationships. So you can do anything from video editing, you can do SEO, search optimization, if that's something that you're really good at, you have a marketing degree, something like that. You can do freelance writing, ghost writing. I've seen people, I got to a weird part of Fiverr. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you, I got to a really weird part of Fiverr, but it was basically like casting spells for love. My point is, like, you can actually do anything on there. And the idea is that it's a Fiverr, which is like, Fiverr is something that they say in the UK, so it costs you $5. That doesn't mean everything on the website is $5. The idea is you start your basic package at $5. Let's just say it's video editing. $5 means I will edit up to 5 minutes of footage and I will turn it around to you in 2 to 3 business days. I'm just throwing out numbers here. I'm not saying that this is what yours would be. I'm just trying to give you guys an idea so that you can understand. The second package might be $10 and I'll edit up to 10 minutes of footage and it'll take me 2 business days to turn it around exactly. And then my premium package might be $30 and I will edit 20 minutes of footage and I will have it turned around within 24 hours. So you can kind of set your own packages. You can look at other people's profiles to see what has been successful for them. But oh wow, I know that it has brought me I'm a Sims character. That's the thing. There's basically just so many ways to be successful on that app and on that website. And the app really favors new creators. I know that whenever I do a search, it will show me like the top sellers, but it'll also show me people that have just recently started and have 2 or 3 5-star reviews. But you really want to make sure that you take care of your people so that they continue to come back to you, because there's a lot of long-term work opportunity on there. And you just build your portfolio and expand. And who knows, you might expand so much that you can leave the platform, much how Hadi and I did, and just start working with them one-on-one once you build a trusting, meaningful relationship so that Fiverr stops taking a cut. I think I could get in trouble for saying that. Just, you know, you didn't hear it from me. The third thing I would like to mention, you will need to be a legal adult for this. Okay, so this thing is going to be a special little app called Turo. And I don't know how I didn't mention this in the first video, but Turo is essentially a car renting app where you can list your car and then you can have people rent it out. And I got a lot of questions about this in my vlog because people were like, oh my God, aren't you worried about if your car is crashed? Aren't you worried about if someone's gonna like absolutely destroy your car? Someone even said, like, I feel like someone would put cameras in the car and stalk me and haunt me, whatever. Yeah, of course, all of these things come to your mind. It's almost like Airbnb, like you're putting your property out there, literally your home, and hoping that someone doesn't decide to, I don't know, like never leave again or like steal your keys or steal your belongings. And that is just the risk of putting your personal property available for renting. However, Turo does a really good job of making sure that their renters, the people that choose to list their cars, feel incredibly secure. When you list your car, one, it's really helpful because they have such a large amount of vehicles. They'll tell you what a good daily rate is every single day for your car. They will curate a recommended price for renting. So my car rate ranges anywhere from like $60 to $85, depending on peak days, peak weekends, if it's summertime, spring vacation. It will literally give recommendations based off of that, as well as you're able to select the type of car insurance that you want to choose. They actually just changed their system the other day. Like, there was 3 options. You could either not do insurance, which is the highest risk possible. There was like a mid-tier insurance option, and then there was the highest tier. And I always do the premium. I drive a luxury vehicle, and if anything happens to that car, I want to know that it is completely taken care of. Now, the way that this works is based off whatever tier you choose, that's going to affect the amount of revenue that you end up getting out of the entire renter's agreement. So someone is actually renting my car right now. He decided to extend for an additional day. I think he ended up paying $170. I'm only gonna see maybe $120 of that. I'm only gonna see $120 of that. But I am only gonna see $120 of that, and that is okay with me. Does it suck? Yes. It's not 50. Some of it is actually just Turo fees for like even being able to list the car. So let's say it makes up for $30 of that. That is the comfort I get in knowing that my car is gonna be taken care of even if it gets totaled. Turo is going to handle it and Turo is going to take care of it. On top of that, you are able to choose what days your car is available. You can choose if you wanna do a drop off or if people will have to come directly to you to pick up the car. If you do a drop off, you can charge an additional fee. You can offer different perks like prepaid fuel so that they don't have to worry about bringing back the car with gas, and then you just charge additional based on that. I mean, there are so many ways to be successful on that app. I have had 5 renters now, and I always make it a positive experience for them, especially with COVID going on. You know, I always make sure that the car's cleaned and sanitized, and I even give them, because like when all this happened, I bought like way too many wet wipes, like antibacterial wet wipes, so now I just include a pack in all of the cars, and I'm like, here, take this. No one ever uses them. Like, they're sealed. I'm like, why are you guys not using these? Like, this is a really nice perk. I also have somebody renting my car again for the next 2 weeks, and that's gonna make me probably $650. So now you do wanna keep in mind though, do you need to drive? I'm somebody that doesn't really need to drive often. However, I have actually like really fallen in love with doing DoorDash. I think I'm just actually addicted to making money because I am starting to get brand deals coming in. My Poshmark and stuff is doing really well. My YouTube revenue has actually started to increase again. But like, I think it's just like seeing the money pop up. I'm like, $15 to drive down the street? Like, fine, I'll do it. So I will be renting a car from Enterprise, but Enterprise has weekends. That's a whole other thing. Honestly, if you guys are interested in Turo and but you still need a car to drive some of the days, like just, you know, like comment down below because I can talk about this for so long. All these topics could honestly have their own video, but the whole thing I was gonna say at the end of the day is Enterprise offers weekend specials Friday through Saturday or Friday through Sunday because they want to get their cars off the lot. So with that said, it's not at every location. I highly recommend taking advantage of it. You get up to 100 miles a day and it'll literally cost you like nothing. So it'll take away from your profit a little bit, but also like, that's only if you really need a car. But I highly recommend Turo. All right, the 4th one is actually something I remember my mom doing a lot when she needed to get a little extra money. We did struggle a little bit growing up. It was not anything completely strenuous. I don't want to make it seem like we didn't have money. Anyway, my point is we didn't have a lot of money at certain points in our life. And I remember my mom would go on Craigslist a lot and do a lot of research groups or like study groups. I can't remember the exact focus groups. Is it called a focus group? I believe they're called focus groups. Basically, it's people who are doing some sort of research for a new product. They maybe are trying to research clinical depression. I would do great for something like that, like actually. They might want you to test out a new product or review a cell phone and let them know how easy it is to use. Literally, like there's research groups for everything. And for your time, they might give you a $25 gift card. They might give you $150, but you might need to come back twice. But it's just these like focus panels, focus groups, and it's a one-time thing unless, like I said, they ask you to come back, but it can be a really easy way to make money quickly. That is assuming that they choose you for these focus groups, especially right now, much like how Instacart and WAG and all of these different apps weren't accepting applications because COVID-19 caused everyone to just try and find ways to make money ASAP. I feel like it's probably gonna be the same thing with focus groups, but I do feel like they're a bit more of a hidden gem and you might have some luck doing something like that. So I would just recommend going on to Craigslist and you have to go to the miscellaneous section, I'm pretty sure, or you could just use the search engine tool like that searches all of the jobs, but you might be able to find them pretty quickly by just going to miscellaneous jobs and doing a quick browse and applying to some opportunities there. All right, and the 5th and final thing that I'm going to mention, there's actually still probably another 5 that I could think of, but they become much more niche down, much more specific, and much more difficult to actually see, you know, lucrative gain in. So if you guys would want to see a part 3, let me know. However, it might just like not really be as valuable to you guys at this point. However, I am willing to do it, so just let me know. But for the final one that I'm going to mention, it is going to be doing online tutoring or teaching students English as a second language. So I don't know too much about this. However, it is something that I applied for and I did not meet the requirements, but that's fine. You guys might get accepted. A lot of you guys are college students, okay? Okay, you'll probably get accepted. They don't want me. That's fine. They didn't want me. So there are a ton of different platforms where you can actually offer tutoring services. I know care.com and indeed.com actually just have like things locally to you for people who need in-person tutors, or maybe even a virtual tour via webcam that will eventually be in person once the pandemic goes away. If it ever goes away, I hope it goes away. So that's an option. However, there is also actual websites for people, you know, overseas, etc. And I believe the website pays you a flat hourly rate. So I will have those websites. I think there's two that I know off the top of my head that I can link in the description box for you guys. Again, I couldn't tell you about the exact process behind it, but I know that it came up a lot when I was even just researching ways to make money a couple of months ago, and that's one of the reasons that I applied for it. And you can be super successful just doing like a part-time side hustle with that, making a couple $100 a month, depending on the time commitment that you give it. And I think that can be really fulfilling, especially tutoring younger kids and teaching them a new language. I know, I'm sure it would be challenging, but I think it would also be just very fulfilling to know that you impacted someone being able to speak an entirely new language that they did never know that they would learn or that they could learn. So I think that's pretty cool. So guys, that is gonna be it for my 5 additional ways to make money online. I would like to say that for myself personally, I have been doing Poshmark and it has been so fun and so fulfilling. And I am also in the works of starting my own online boutique, which is like, very scary, but I'm also super excited to be doing that because if you've been around for a long time, you know that I've been talking about this for literally 4 to 5 years, and I've just always been too afraid to take the leap or not knowing where to start and just being too scared. I have the Instagram handle for the brand name because I wanted to do this. Like, I started it sort of 3 years ago when I got the Instagram name, and it exists and just like no one knows about it. It's been in the works for a long time, and now I'm finally taking the leap. And then in my spare time, when I have spare time, I will drive for DoorDash and Postmates. And it's been a while since I've done it because I just honestly haven't had the time at all, but it's been really fun. I do really like the app, and like, drop the ego because you're making more money delivering food than you are working, you know, $10 an hour at a store. So that's all I'm gonna tell you, okay? If you think that you're too good for that, then I don't know what to tell you. But that's gonna be it. I hope you guys found this video helpful. I hope I didn't blabber for too long, but also like IDGAF, like I don't really care if I blabbered for too long because I think everything I said was incredibly useful for each specific topic depending on what your goals are. And if you guys have any questions at all, make sure to comment them down below. I try my best to like respond to the questions because I know that they can be very specific and I might have more knowledge on that than, you know, a basic Google search will. I don't know. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, but I will definitely try my best to respond to your guys' questions. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch, and I will see you guys in my next video. Besitos. Bye.